Arhant, how are you?
Hey brother, I'm doing great. How about you?
Very well. Um,
Good
First of all,
afternoon.
welcome to today's live session with us. We're pleased to have you, and I'm hoping it'll be a very exciting session where we'll be asking you a few questions about universities. And if any of our viewers have any questions, they will be asking you as well. So whenever you are ready to begin.
Sure, it's a pleasure and honor to be a part of Gateway, and I would be glad to answer all of the questions possibly to the students, and I'll try my level best.
Absolutely. All right. So Anand, if you could just begin with Montana State University, Billings, brief introduction, where is it located, and basic information about it.
Sure. So just to have a brief idea, it's located on the northwestern part of the USA. So if you see the map of world, you can see on the borders of US Canada, wherein we share our borders with Alberta and Saskatchewan in the north. And if you see towards the west, it's 1,000 kilometers from Seattle.
All right.
So that's where it is. It sees almost 4 seasons a year, and it's beautiful. It's blessed with nature overall. You see pleasant atmosphere, and so that's the region. Montana, and Billings is the largest city in the Montana, and that's where our university is.
Absolutely. That's great. And Anand, again, talking about the university, what type of courses do you offer? Viewers that would like to know what level of courses are offered, and what are the fields of courses that are offered by the universities.
Okay, so speaking about the courses, the level of courses what we have, there are three kinds of courses. Basically, if you bifurcate as far as the credits, we have for Indian students after grade 12, they can choose two different modules. Either they can go for straight away 4 years bachelor. Another option they have is an associate degree, which is of 2 years. So that's after 12th for UG courses, and another one we have PG courses, master's degree of 2 years.
All right. So, what fields of subjects do you cover?
I'll come from the ladder wise. Masters we have 16,270. That's I believe extremely affordable as far as US education is concerned. I believe these fees are, these figures you will listen even not in Canada.
Absolutely. So quite
$16,000 is
affordable,
something.
and it's in budget of many of the students who like to study abroad, especially in the US. Compared to US standards, the fees are very affordable and fits right under the budget.
Right. And speaking about UG courses, for bachelor's we have 19,500 per year, and for associate degree it is quite lesser. It's $9,000.
Okay, that's great. And what are the living costs that are associated while you are studying?
Yeah. So yeah, while you are studying, actually Montana and specifically Billings has got the benefit of GST free state, so we don't have any sales tax out there. So any product or services you buy, you don't pay the taxes to government. So that's where you save a lot of it in living cost, not just while studying, but even after studies. While you settle down there, you actually need to consider all of the costing of food, accommodation, light bills, mobile bills, and whatnot. So considering specifically about living cost, majorly food and shelter, that costs as less as $7,500, including breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and hostel accommodation with dual sharing.
Absolutely, that's great. And again, what is the scholarship that is offered to a student who's interested in applying for one?
Okay. So speaking about scholarships, although we are extremely affordable, but yet for the benefit of students and specifically parents are more happy about the scholarships. And so seeing that thing, we do benefit the students with all the financial aids possibly, and scholarships are available up to $10,000 on the
Wow,
basis of merit.
that's a huge amount. $10,000
Yeah.
of
So
scholarship again is like
It's actually a huge
Unheard
figure.
of for most universities in the US. It's this you don't hear such a huge scholarship being offered. So I think that is one of the best things about you could say about Montana State University Billings is that the amount of scholarship that is offered to the student um, is phenomenal. Now, Anand, what is the if a student is looking to enter say, as an associate degree or a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, what is the general entry criteria that you look for?
Okay, so for international students, we have number one, the minimum academic percentage, and that is as low as 50% to enter into the bachelor's in grade 12s, and 60% in your graduate degree for masters.
All right, that's great. And do you accept PT? Because we had a question from one of the viewers asking whether you accept PT exam as a English
Yeah, so
language.
we accept almost all the English tests possibly which are taken in India. Number one, IELTS, since that is globally accepted. We have standard of 5.5 overall and 6.5 overall for UG and PG respectively.
Right.
Going forward for PT, we do accept PTE and the scores minimum required are 50 and 70 for UG and PG.
Okay.
And we also accept TOEFL, that is 68 and 86. We accept Duolingo as well, and the scores are 90 and 105.
Okay. Amazing. And if you could also tell us which are the most popular courses offered by Montana State University Billings with Indian students. So for which particular course do you get the most amount of applications?
All right. So, if I speak about the courses, majorly we have mastered in business. That is the most famous course. We have humanities, we have healthcare, health professions, the paramedical courses. Then we have the STEM programs, which has got recently, major interest of people since it has got 3 years of post-study work visa. So that is there. We have computer programs, we have information technology programs, and a lot more to expect.
All right. Good to hear that. And so, talking about international students, what type of support is provided to them by the university, say while they are studying or after they graduate? So, is there a student cell or student services department which assists them with how to look for a job and example preparing them for an interview or something?
So what happens, the support from international team as MSUB, you need it right from the application process till you graduate from them. So we provide support for visa interviews. We help students to get along with those white faces, because many of the students are scared and they are nervous basically in front of new faces. So we help with mock interview rounds, we help with getting out there, choosing the flight routes, pre-departure session, what to carry and how should you prepare, till the airport pickups, they are free for our students. We arrange for the accommodation prior. The room is already booked for him, and once he lands into the Montana's Billings City airport, he straight away is taken to his room and he will have to rest for almost a day, and then he had to start the schedule overall. So that's number one before arriving. While studying, we have extensive support for studies, if needed extra coaching classes, probably if they need a separate program, that's there. Let's take an example. A student is preparing for computer degree. He is into associate program of computer engineering, and within that he wants to prepare for Cisco exam. So that's there. We have a support team for that. We have 50 plus clubs for such co-curricular activities, wherein if people need support for sports, we prepare them. If people need support for debate competition or personality development, we have that. For cultural activities, we have multicultural club. So that's along the studies what we do. And we are not a university wherein 15,000 or 20,000 students are studying. We are very limited. We choose limited people, and probably you can expect 4 to 5,000 students studying in the university, which makes us really reliable for the students, that extensive personal attention would be given to them while they are studying. So that's what makes us a family kind of atmosphere. And I can proudly say that my international students office director knows almost every student by their name. Wow. Irrespective of whatever country they come from.
That's pretty unique to hear about director knowing each and every student individually. I mean, that's amazing. And now what would be your personal advice to students who are looking to study abroad, and especially at Montana State University Billings? What is one piece of advice that you'd like to give the students?
Number one, they should not just look for the current but future too. Number two, if they are choosing for any university, they should look out for what are the courses actually available, what are the curriculums which they would be studying, going through, and extensively, not just studies, but overall how is the atmosphere of the university. That's what makes them, college life is not just about the studies, it's just a part of it, and they have a lot more to explore. And I myself have been guiding students for almost 7 years now, and I have been saying this, 4 years in your university is not for studying. You need to do a lot more than that. You need to learn how to connect, how to be people's mind, how to probably evolve yourself as a better individual and be market ready when you're out of that university after 4 years.
Absolutely, I 100% agree with you, and especially on the part where you said, do your own research, because I think that is one of the most important factors, is that students generally, they don't do their own research and they believe what others have to say, and then when they end up at university, they realize, that they probably have made the wrong decision. So it's 100% important that the students do their own research about the type of course that they will be studying, what subjects are being taught to them, and obviously how the university is, what is the history of the university, and how will the university benefit from them, and how will they benefit from the university. So I think
exactly
this is equally important when you decide which university to choose.
So what happens now with others' guidance, or probably friends, insisting them to come down there, this happens to end up being an uninformed decision taken.
Correct.
So what we hereby say is, take an informed decision by extensive research on whatever university, course, even country for that sake. If you are selecting USA, the reason for being that is they have stable economy, they have got pretty much plans for futures, H1B is there, even if you have jobs, you can get settled, and it's not just about settling for the PRs where other countries are promoting. So that's what we say. That's how people would be having an informed decision. That's my one piece advice.
Great. Thanks a lot, Arhant. It was wonderful having you. We'll be concluding the session for today, and it's been absolutely great to have you and share your advice for students, and share your knowledge about the university in general. Thanks a lot, and we hope to see you again very soon.
It was indeed a pleasure to be with you, and hope all of you have a great day, and let's pray for a bit of moment for the guys who are stuck up in Ukraine these days, and let's hope for the peace in the world.
Absolutely. Our prayers are with them. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
All right. Bye-bye.